Hey there, welcome. How are you feeling today? My name is Maggie. I will be sharing my intuitive perspective with some cards here. I have 3 oracle cards representing the instinct, the gut, the intuition, the heart, and the intellect, the mind. Today is day 19 of sharing these readings, so please like, comment, share, subscribe if you are resonating with these videos. And happy August! It is August 1st. We welcome in a new month, so let's see what the cards have to say today. For the instincts, we have anxiety. For the intuition, we have opposition. For the intellect, we have uncover. Ooh, anxiety, opposition, and uncover. Well, it's not the best start to the month. Yeah, there's definitely an unrest. There is an unresting place that it's like it doesn't feel settled. Like nothing feels like it is settled in the right place. There's many directions being shown, being drawn, could be a lot in the mind, could be a lot like everywhere. It just feels like there's a lot of directions to go or to do or to think. And we're kind of in the middle of this being like, okay, I see all of these differences and how am I supposed to like go about this? How, where does it meet? Where does the middle ground of this opposition, all of these things, all of these differences, like where are we in harmony with each other? Because instinctually, this is stressful. This is not a good feeling to feel anxious all the time and to feel like, oh my God, like when is this gonna end? Like it's just gonna keep being uncovered. Like the process keeps continuing. It doesn't ever really stop. Like it just keeps moving and there is constant change. And I feel like there's like a rapidness, there's like a fast. Okay, it's just changing very fast. It's not like it's going fast, it's just changing fast. And that feels like there is a problem. It feels like there's something wrong, but there isn't. It's just change. It's just like seeing yourself in a different way than you never would have saw yourself. Like it's like we're just being like brought to the door of the change. So let's clarify each of the cards and we'll go get a little bit more clarity on this one. All right, let's clarity for anxiety, apathy. Oh my gosh. All right, for opposition, observe. And for uncover, friendship. Beautiful. So, yeah, this is not an easy time, people. Like, we have apathy and anxiety. Like, I don't want to say, like, it's okay to feel like shit. Like, to some extent, no, it's kind of not. Don't take ownership of the feelings of feeling bad. Like, if you feel tired and you feel anxious and you feel like that, just don't identify with it. It's just moving through you. It's not a part of who you are. And we have observe here, and observe and opposition, and this is really nice. They even kind of match each other. sometimes the best thing that we can do to see and reconcile and see the differences and where we're at in life is to simply observe and to become that clear mirror, to become that person for another, because we have friendship coming up here, to be there as a friend. And how would you want to treat a friend, and how would you want a friend to treat you? And kind of seeing that, observing your own patterns of friendship, your own patterns of relationship, of where you may see differences in the world that maybe you don't agree with. And well, why don't you agree with those differences? I feel like this it's like reconcile. It's just a lot of reconciling with these uncomfortable feelings, these anxious feelings that are coming up. And it's funny because it doesn't really, like, the intellect up here, the uncover and friendship, makes it seem like it's something about your own self. It's something about your identity. Because it's like when we do have friends, we remember like who we are. We kind of are able to reflect our human nature and our personality and how we come off to other people. It's kind of that chance to be there for each other and to be there for oneself and recognize that self-identity. Kind of without all of this hardship. It's loving to go hang out with friends, and it's good. We're social beings, like, and that's why I feel like it's kind of this uncovering. Like, yes, it feels really difficult, but knowing that it will pass. It's moving up and out. It's we're reconciling, and this is kind of the hard part of the confrontation with the energy that we need to face at this time. So let's do one card overall. Self. I had a feeling it was gonna be this. So just like I was saying, like, there is a direct reflection of self and friendship. We see ourselves in our friends. We see ourselves in the world around us. And when we feel that opposition, we feel something like really like out of balance, and we feel something that just doesn't belong. Well, why doesn't it belong? Like, why can't it exist right alongside you? And it's like this not pointing the finger at anything that is wrong and saying, okay, you belong too. And bringing that like belonging, that acceptance for yourself, that part comes first. Because when we have that blame and the shame, guilt, all of that, it's something that isn't accepted within us. So that work in the self-care, that work in the self-inquiry, that know yourself, it's always subject to change too. Ourself always goes through changes, and it feels like at this time it is going through reconciliation with who we think we are. Even the past readings, the past few days have been a huge recalibration. Like, just, it feels like this is kind of the height of the cycle that we're moving through, or however we want to relate to the changes that are happening. There's a peace that is able to be found when we recognize who we are without the mask. And even if you feel like you need to reach out to a friend and have an honest conversation, somebody that you love and that you trust, that might be a good time for that. But if you feel like there's a lot of anxious energy, a lot of that like welling up within you, I want to invite you to sit with it. Sit in that space with yourself and don't reach out to other people, because there's a tricky game there. Is when we reach out to other people, we're just like searching and we're not like reconciling what is within us. But if you feel like you are reconciling that what's within you and you want to talk to somebody about that, that's a different energy, right? So that's more of like a true friendship versus like codependent, or however that it may be. So I'll leave it off there. Thank you for tuning into this video, and I will see you for the next one. Bye.